Oh, what's happening, fuckers? Trigger warning. I'm about to say the J word. I've got myself a fantastic job here at Silvercorp, operating their new drones. And as you can see, I'm putting them to good use. All to pay for my new Neuralink implant. I tell you, ever since I got this thing installed, I've been getting all sorts of crazy visions. Also really been hankering for some horse tranquilizer. Anyway, today we're looking at MindsEye, a game that has not been received well. Also, since this game came out recently, spoiler warning, there will be spoilers, like this one.
I'll have you know, my prostate is the size of a pea.
So, let's get into it. MindsEye is a pseudo-open world, third-person shooter, developed by ambitious first-time studio, built a Rocket Boy, headed by former rockstar producer Benzies, and staffed with people not suffering from paranoid delusions at all. You play as former soldier Jacob Diaz, as he tries to uncover the mystery behind his lost memories, all revolving around his strange neck implant, and a mysterious incident from his time in the army. As you progress, you will uncover the mysteries behind the city of Red Rock, with all of its political intrigue, and engage with a cast of interesting characters.
Hey, you really came through, man.
While not being a true open world title, gameplay is incredibly similar to Mr. Benzies' work on the GTA series, offering a mix of both conventional third-person shooter gameplay, with your standard selection of guns available, and driving sections that look like time trials, but actually aren't. MindsEye tries to offer gameplay variety, either through its optional side missions, which are triggered by walking through portals scattered throughout the world, or through its actual story missions, which include mandatory stealth, turret sections, and segments where you pilot a remote-controlled drone. As someone who was looking forward to MindsEye after seeing it on the State of Play, a mistake I will not make again, I was massively disappointed by it, as the game is utterly devoid of polish, and utterly devoid of polish. The AI is thick as pig shit, both while on foot, or while driving a vehicle. Shooting feels like shit, even lacking an option to blind fire from cover. And when you enter the free roam mode, you find out there's fuck all to do, and you are forced to play as this guy, who looks like he'd harass you at a bus stop for 50p. This game obviously needed more time in the oven. Nowhere is this rushed development felt more obviously than in the myriad of technical issues and glitches that MindsEye throws at you. Whether it's enemies being spawned inside of the terrain, the enemy AI just occasionally shitting its pants for no reason, or the game crashing out of absolutely nowhere, this is a game riddled with technical problems, all which should probably have been fixed prior to its release. My personal highlight, however, was during this cutscene here, where one of the character models just didn't spawn in, making Jacob look like he is absolutely fucking mental. It's a shame this game is a total dumpster fire, because there are some small aspects of it that I actually really liked. The driving feels genuinely fantastic, perhaps not quite GTA 4 quality, but way better than this game actually deserves, and is something the game should have placed more focus on. The pilotable drone is also good fun, and does a good job in mixing up combat encounters, by giving you a break from the boring gunplay. It even has its own version of the absolutely classic title, Crossy Road. You know what, I was wrong about this game. 10 out of 10. Game of the year confirmed. Beyond the things I liked, I really enjoyed how truly fucking stupid this game was, though this might be one of those, if you don't laugh you'll cry, situations. The dig your own grave minigame is a real highlight, if only for just how absurd it was. The voice acting was
terribly cringeworthy,
in a way that wraps around and becomes funny. I also really enjoyed the game's story, but not for the reason I was supposed to. While starting out normal, the story goes off the rails over time, reaching what can only be described as peak schlock by the end. And they play it totally straight, which is honestly hilarious.
The machines are reverting their AI systems into an almost primal state.
Despite its issues, I was impressed with the visuals in MindsEye, and how honestly next gen they looked at certain points, at least when you manage to ignore the car's wheels sometimes not touching the ground, or the noticeable texture and object pop-ins when transitioning between shots. Red Rock City offers a visually impressive and surprisingly varied environment, at least when you're not getting yourself lost in a random dark stairway, and the character models look detailed and expressive, managing to avoid looking overly uncanny, though occasionally it skips straight to nightmare fuel. The sound design is less impressive. The score is incredibly generic, like an inferior version of Cyberpunk's soundtrack. These games are similar in lots of ways, and often the music either didn't fit the tone, or didn't play at all. It also lacks any radio stations in the driving segments, which is a fucking crime in games like this. Aside from Alex Hernandez's performance, who I personally feel sorry for, the voice acting leaves a lot to be desired, like this woman who makes a noise like a pigeon.
Cool.
It did, however, give us one of the best lines in all of gaming. Play the spoiler clip again.
I'll have you know, my prostate is the size of a pea.
No word better sums up my feelings on MindsEye better than disappointment. Well, maybe, don't spend £60 on this game like I did, but you get the idea. There is a good game in here somewhere, and there are definitely aspects of the game that I like, but MindsEye falls fundamentally short in key areas. It's not something I can really recommend. Anyway, I'll be off now. I've managed to find myself a replacement implant, and I tell you, this one is working much better. The glitching isn't so bad, though I am really hankering for some smoke meats for some reason.